Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the changing face of American cities. We'll be exploring 10 U.S. cities that experienced significant demographic shifts, leading to what some have called the quiet migration. This migration is about more than just noise complaints. It's about the movement of people, the shifting sands of culture and community, and the stories we tell ourselves about who belongs where. Our first stop takes us to Detroit, Michigan, the heart of the American auto industry. Detroit's story is often told as one of decline, but beneath the surface lies a narrative of shifting demographics and resilience. Once a beacon for European immigrants, Detroit saw a massive influx of Black Americans during the Great Migration. They came seeking opportunity, fleeing the Jim Crow South. But as factories closed, jobs disappeared, and many white residents moved to the suburbs, a phenomenon known as white flight. The impact on Detroit was profound, leaving behind a city grappling with depopulation, disinvestment, and a growing racial divide. Next, we travel south to Baltimore, Maryland, a city known for its charming harbor and complex relationship with race. Baltimore experienced a significant exodus of its white population following World War II. This shift had a profound impact on the city's economy, as jobs and businesses moved to the suburbs. The quiet migration also reshaped Baltimore's culture and neighborhoods. As white residents left, so did much of the investment in schools, parks, and public services, creating a cycle of disinvestment. Our journey takes us to Birmingham, Alabama, a city etched in the annals of the civil rights movement. Known as the Magic City for its rapid growth in the early 20th century, Birmingham's history is a tapestry of industrial prowess and social upheaval. Birmingham, once a hub for steel production, underwent a dramatic demographic transformation linked to the fight for racial equality. The steel mills that once symbolized economic strength began to decline, mirroring the city's shifting social landscape. In the decades following World War II, Birmingham saw its Black population swell as African Americans sought economic opportunity. They arrived with hopes and dreams, seeking better lives for their families amidst the promise of industrial jobs. But this shift was met with resistance, violence, and the full force of white supremacy. The city's streets became battlegrounds, where the fight for civil rights was waged with courage and determination. The struggle for civil rights in Birmingham played out on the national stage, galvanizing support for the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The bravery of those who marched and protested brought the injustices of segregation into the national consciousness. But the passage of legislation didn't erase the deep-seated inequalities. The scars of segregation and discrimination remained, affecting generations to come. As Black families moved into historically white neighborhoods, many white residents chose to leave, taking their resources with them. This phenomenon, known as white flight, further complicated the city's social and economic fabric, leaving lasting impacts on Birmingham's communities. Chapter 4. New Orleans. Resilience and rhythm in the face of change. From the banks of the Mississippi, we arrive in New Orleans, Louisiana, a city renowned for its vibrant culture. Known for its jazz music, Creole cuisine, and lively festivals, New Orleans is a melting pot of traditions and rhythms that captivate the soul. But beneath the surface lies a story of demographic change and enduring challenges of inequality. The city's rich history is also marked by struggles for social justice and equity, reflecting the broader American narrative. The quiet migration reshaped the city's social fabric and exposed the fault lines of race and class. As Black families moved into neighborhoods previously dominated by white residents, the dynamics of the community began to shift. As Black residents moved into neighborhoods once dominated by white families, many white New Orleanians relocated to the suburbs. This migration pattern, known as white flight, significantly altered the demographic landscape of the city. This exodus left New Orleans with a smaller tax base and fewer resources. The strain on city services and infrastructure became more pronounced, affecting schools, public services, and overall quality of life for many residents. Hurricane Katrina in 2005 laid bare the city's deep-seated inequalities, disproportionately impacting Black communities. The devastation highlighted the urgent need for systemic change and the resilience of those who call New Orleans home. Chapter 5. Atlanta, a southern city. Transformed. Our journey now takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, a city that has undergone a remarkable transformation. Once deeply divided along racial lines, Atlanta has become a magnet for Black Americans seeking opportunity. This influx has transformed Atlanta's cultural landscape and political scene. But this transformation has not been without challenges. As Atlanta's Black population has grown, so too has the gap between rich and poor. The city continues to grapple with issues of gentrification, displacement, and the legacy of segregation. Chapter 6. Chicago, the second city's shifting narrative. We journey north to Chicago, Illinois, a city known for its towering skyscrapers and vibrant cultural scene. But Chicago is also a city of stark contrasts, where wealth and poverty exist side by side. Chicago experienced a significant influx of Black Americans during the Great Migration. This influx was met with resistance and the creation of segregated neighborhoods. The media often portrays Chicago's demographic shifts through a narrow lens, focusing on crime statistics. This one-dimensional portrayal obscures the many positive contributions of Chicago's Black community. Chapter 7. St. Louis. Gateway to change. Grappling with the past. Our journey continues west to St. Louis, Missouri, a city known as the Gateway to the West. This iconic city, with its towering gateway arch, stands as a symbol of exploration and expansion. St. Louis has been grappling with the challenges of demographic change and economic inequality. The city's rich history is juxtaposed with modern struggles, creating a complex urban landscape. The quiet migration transformed St. Louis, altering its demographics and neighborhoods. This migration brought new cultures and communities, reshaping the social fabric of the city. As Black residents moved into historically white areas, many white St. Louisians chose to leave. This phenomenon, known as white flight, significantly impacted the city's demographic and economic landscape. This exodus left St. Louis with a smaller tax base and fewer resources. The decline in population led to abandoned buildings and deteriorating infrastructure, posing significant challenges for the city. But amidst these challenges, there are also stories of hope and community activism. Residents have come together to address these issues, showing resilience and determination. In recent years, St. Louis has seen a surge in grassroots organizing. These movements have been pivotal in advocating for social justice and economic equality. Residents are coming together to address issues of police brutality and economic inequality. These protests and community meetings have sparked important conversations and actions. Efforts to bridge the racial divide are creating a more just and equitable city. Initiatives aimed at fostering racial unity and understanding are gaining momentum. The city's transformation is ongoing, with new initiatives aimed at fostering inclusivity. These programs are designed to bring diverse communities together and promote mutual respect. St. Louis is a testament to the power of community resilience and activism. The city's residents continue to work together, demonstrating that change is possible through collective effort and solidarity. Chapter 8. Cleveland. From Rust Belt to rebirth. Our journey takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, a city on the shores of Lake Erie. Once a powerhouse of American industry, Cleveland faced economic hardship and demographic shifts. The decline of manufacturing led to job losses and population decline. As industries closed, many white residents left, impacting Cleveland's demographics. But Cleveland has shown remarkable resilience, emerging as a hub for healthcare, technology, and entrepreneurship. Chapter 9. Memphis. Music history and the echoes of migration. Our journey south takes us to Memphis, Tennessee, a city steeped in musical history. The quiet migration transformed Memphis, altering its demographics and neighborhoods. As Black residents moved into historically white areas, many white Memphians left. This exodus left Memphis with a smaller tax base and fewer resources. But Memphis has shown remarkable resilience, emerging as a hub for healthcare, technology, and entrepreneurship. Chapter 10. Philadelphia. the city of brotherly love's evolving identity. Our journey concludes in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia has grappled with the challenges of demographic change and economic inequality. The quiet migration transformed Philadelphia, altering its demographics and neighborhoods. As Black residents moved into historically white areas, many white Philadelphians left, but Philadelphia has shown remarkable resilience, emerging as a hub for healthcare, technology, and entrepreneurship. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments if there are other topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.